Hello, viewers. We're here for our first podcast, and I'm Emma.
I'm Kailey, and this is the Spring Favorites podcast.
We're so excited to be talking about some of our favorite spring things happening this time of year. It's a beautiful April day we have here, so let's get into some of our questions.
Yes, for sure. So my first question that I want to ask you, Emma, is where would you go if you could take a vacation anywhere?
This is such a good question. I was thinking about this because I think Hawaii is a great option, and I think a lot of people would love to go to Hawaii, but I've been kind of into the East Coast lately. I would love to go to a lighthouse on the East Coast or a beach, maybe like Charleston. I think that would be so beautiful. I know that's not necessarily near a beach, but I think that would be super fun.
I think that would be so fun for this time of year. When I was thinking about where I would want to go, Paris just came to mind.
Oh, yeah,
It's just so beautiful. It's like a bucket list vacation for me, for sure. And I just think something about Paris in the springtime would be so beautiful and so perfect.
I agree. Have you heard about people going to Washington, D.C. to see the cherry blossoms this time of year?
I have not heard of that, but that sounds amazing.
I've seen photos and I think it looks gorgeous. Maybe we should go sometime.
We should. I love cherry blossoms.
I've never been to D.C., have you?
I have not been to D.C., and I just love plants this time of year. I love all the flowers blooming, so anywhere with pretty flowers.
Beautiful trees.
Yeah, for sure. The trees on campus that are blooming, it just really makes me so happy. Like winter, everything's dead. And then spring, when the plants come to life, I just feel like a happier version of myself.
No, we take it for granted in the late summertime when it's hot and we're like sweating.
Yeah, for sure. But spring is the perfect medium. It's not too hot, not too cold.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally.
So the next thing I wanted to talk about related to spring is, what would your ideal spring date be?
I love this question. My favorite date, just in general, has always been like a cute breakfast brunch situation, and then going to Forest Park. Since we're in St. Louis, of course, it's like the perfect place to go. So going to Forest Park, going to the art museum, and then just walking around the Grand Basin. I also have always wanted to do this, and I've never done it, so maybe we can do this sometime. But they have those little boats that you can get on. Have you ever done that?
I have seen those, but I have never done it.
I've taken pictures of people on the boats, and it's just the cutest thing ever, and I need to do it.
It is.
They're little paddle boats, the little ones where it's like a bicycle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I need
is
to do
so
that.
cute. And
What's
you said
yours?
the art museum?
Yes, I love the art
Aw,
museum.
That'd be so
Get
cute.
out of the sun, get out of like if it's hot at all or if it's
Yeah.
rainy or whatever. But yeah, like a little brunch date and then doing that, and then probably a coffee date afterwards. So like you
Love.
wake up, you go brunch at your favorite little brunch place, maybe like a new place. You get a coffee, go over to Forest Park, walk around a little bit, go into the art museum, pick out some of your favorite exhibits to look at, walk around outside a little more, maybe have a picnic. Maybe. I don't know. I've never done a picnic in Forest Park.
That would be so cute.
That would be cute. And then going to a new coffee shop, getting a coffee, and then just going home. That's like my
Yeah.
ideal day.
That sounds really cute.
What's yours?
Aw, thank you for asking. I think my ideal date would be going for lunch, and then after lunch, maybe taking a little walk. I would say Fenton Park, just because the next thing I'd want to do on my date is play pickleball. And Fenton has amazing pickleball courts. I feel like sometimes it's busy, but you can usually get a good court, and it's just such a cute little area. I love playing pickleball. That's how I met my boyfriend, so it's kind of fun to play pickleball with him. So yeah, it would be lunch, going on a walk, playing pickleball, and then I'd say just watching a cute movie. I love rom-coms, so for sure rom-com.
Pickleball is like the perfect spring activity, I think.
For sure.
Like my boyfriend and I started dating over pickleball too.
Aww.
And it was like in the springtime. And then it got so hot and we just stopped playing because we were like sweating.
Yeah.
We were so disgusting afterwards. But I'm ready to play pickleball.
Yeah,
We
spring
need to
really
do a
is the
double
best.
date.
We should. I
That'd be
totally agree.
so fun.
That would be so fun. That would be the best spring double date ever.
That would be so good.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then where would you go to lunch? What is a
Ooh.
specific place? I know, so since you live in Fenton, for all the South County people,
Yeah.
where?
That's a hard
Where are you
question.
going?
Usually I go somewhere basic, like McAllister's. But there is a Russell's in Fenton, and I
What's
love
Russell's?
Russell's. So they are a cafe. They have a ton of baked goods. They have the most beautiful, delicious cupcakes. It's not healthy by any means, but it is so yummy.
But if you're on a date, that is not the goal.
Exactly. We're not trying to be healthy here. We're trying to
have
eat
fun.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying to have fun. They do have really good sandwiches and salads as well. And I'm a salad lover. I just love how many different toppings you can put on it. And
Good
they're
fresh
great for
salad.
spring. Like when you put fruit on
Yeah.
them, that's like the ideal spring lunch in my opinion.
I think another cute spring date could be a farmer's market.
Yes.
We love the farmer's market. We had a friend that he has a leather business, and he sold his stuff at the market, and we would go there and like pick up stuff. Like they have fresh flowers, all
Aw,
that. That's like such a good date
That's so
too.
sweet. What's your favorite kind of flower?
Ooh, okay. Well, it used to be daisies. I think daisies are like the sweetest, happiest, and most friendly flowers.
Yeah.
But I also think roses are just so special because those are like the first flowers Easton ever got me.
Aw, that's so cute. I love that.
What
That's
are
so sweet.
yours?
My favorite is daisies.
Yeah.
I love the Gerbera daisies. Is that how you say them?
Yeah, the ones like with the stuff on the inside too, right?
Yeah. I love Gerbera daisies, but lately I've also been loving tulips.
Tulips
They're
are
both
such
so
a spring
happy.
flower.
Hmm
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. So on the topic of farmers market, as you mentioned, what would your favorite spring treat, spring snack, anything like that? What would that be?
Well, I really like beverages. I'm not talking like energy drinks here. I'm talking like I want to go to an artisan coffee shop and get like a good fun drink. So I would probably say like a strawberry matcha. That's probably one of my ideal treats, but I love baked goods. Being gluten-free, I don't get a lot. So I feel like any type of fruity pastry would just
Yeah.
hit in the spring. I think it would be so good.
For sure. I love that answer. I really think fruit tastes the best in the spring and early
so
summer
true.
as well.
Mhm.
So this is really the time to embrace all the fruit flavored things, all the fruit. So I think that's a great answer.
What would you go with?
Ooh, I love lavender drinks. So
Oh yeah.
a lavender latte or a lavender matcha is so good. I love fruit salads. And I'm just a big like sandwich salad type of girl. I think lunch is my favorite meal. So
You seem like a
anything.
picnic girl.
yeah,
Like you need a picnic.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think picnics are so fun, especially this time of year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love picnics.
Where are some good picnic spots that you've been to or that you want to go to?
Ooh, I love this question. Okay, because I think it's like the perfect also favorite park question.
Yeah.
Like obviously my favorite park in the world is always going to be Forest Park. Like I have grown up going there.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect place. Like I have pictures of my family whenever I was a baby there. So I would go to Forest Park first because Art Hill, you can't get better than having a picnic on Art Hill.
So true.
Like you can't. So that's one of them. I love Faust Park, underrated park in St. Louis. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of it, I think. I'm not
Okay,
sure if
I
I've
took
been
my
there.
senior photos there, and they
Aw.
have the Butterfly House. You've been to the Butterfly House,
I
right?
have. I
Okay.
love the butterfly house.
Also, goated spring location to go to.
yes.
But they have this gorgeous area. It's just like a big clearing. They have trees, all of that. I would 100% go there for a spring picnic. So Forest Park, Faust Park, and then a little bit closer to O'Fallon if you're like in that area. Fort Zumwalt Park is really good. They have a really pretty little pond. They've cleaned it out. It looks really good right now. And they also have a disc golf course there. So if you're like wanting to walk around and do an activity after your picnic or during your picnic or whatever, you could. I've had a picnic there before. So that's like actually an experience that I've had. So it's super fun. And then you can just get up and like walk around the pond. Or if you're into fishing, you could go fishing in the pond. But it's a smaller park. It's more community
Aw,
driven.
I love that. Small parks are so cute.
Yeah. Top 3 parks. What are yours?
Ooh. So there's a park called Lafayette Park, and it is beautiful. Like, I've seen people have their weddings there. I took senior photos there in high school, and it is like the most picture perfect location. There's
Is
like a
it-
pond.
Is it in like Ellisville?
I think so. I don't know actually.
Okay, I think I know where it is.
Yeah, it is beautiful. So I would love to have a picnic there.
Mm-hmm.
I also have to agree with you on Forest Park. It's so fun. There's so many other activities you could do. You could have a picnic and then go to the art museum,
Yeah.
or you could go to the zoo. Like, the possibilities are just endless.
The zoo. I forgot about the zoo.
Yeah, the zoo is by far one of my favorite things to do in St. Louis. And I love that it's free. That's really nice too. So yeah. And then the third park I would choose. Let me think about this.
Do you think our beautiful campus would be a good option for a picnic?
I think having a picnic on MOBAP's campus would be so fun.
I think that would be so fun.
I love our campus. I could invite a bunch of friends,
Mhm.
and we could all just have a picnic in the quad, or even back here on the patio.
People have picnics in the quad all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
it looks so fun.
we literally look like a magazine.
For real. It's like, I love MOBAP's campus. I think it's so pretty. I love the gardening, the landscaping. If you're a college student anywhere, I feel like you should have a picnic on campus at least once.
Yeah, it's like bucket list for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
So if you're in college, go have a picnic with your friends.
Go have a picnic on your campus.
Yes, real. So I have one more question for this little podcast.
Mhm.
Do you like baking in the spring? If so, what would you bake?
Oh my gosh, such a good question. My mom made this really good, like, I don't even know what it is, but I know it's very southern. It's like this pudding with caramelized pretzels and then like a raspberry compote on top, and it has to like sit in the
Ooh.
fridge for several hours because it has to
Mhm.
be like freezing cold.
Yeah.
And it's so refreshing, and to me it just feels so springy.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Mhm.
But my boyfriend's mom is the Southern queen. I mean, her food is just, she could write a whole cookbook.
Yeah.
But any of her cobblers, she's done berry cobbler, peach cobbler, and
Ooh.
it's insane. It's so good.
I'm sure.
So I think either of those would be some of my favorite things to bake.
Yeah.
I'm a big cookie girl, but I don't think cookies are the most spring dessert.
True.
Unless you're doing like a lavender, like
Mhm.
sugar cookie or something like that.
That's true.
What about you? What are you going to bake?
So, I'm usually not a huge lemon fan, but in the spring, I love lemon
Oh
flavored
my gosh, I
things.
forgot about lemon.
Yeah, lemon
Yeah.
loaf, lemon meringue pie. Those are both really good. I'm also a huge coconut girl.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, I think a coconut bar would be really good with some dark chocolate and coconut shavings on top.
Yes.
I could eat that any day, honestly, whether it's spring, summer, winter, fall, any
Literally,
season, I would
yeah.
eat coconut.
Coconut is so good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on to
I
the
have
podcast.
another question.
Oh, okay. There's
Okay,
more.
we live in St. Louis. There's so much to do here.
Yeah.
Top 3 St. Louis spring activities.
Ooh.
If you need a second to think, I can go because
Yes, go ahead.
I was thinking about
That's
the
a great
Muni.
question. The Muni.
We love the Muni.
Yeah.
But who wants to go sit at the Muni in August?
True.
In July? You're going to sweat
thank you.
so much. You have to go to the Muni in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
It's so romantic. It's so
Yeah.
precious. It's just like the most wholesome. Like, go see a little show
Yeah.
outside in a park. Like, you have to go to the Muni. That's one of
great.
mine. You have to
Mhm.
do that before it gets too hot.
Yeah.
Again, pickleball, but I also think just like more outdoorsy, like going on hikes. You need to do it in the
Yeah.
spring with everything blooming.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
those
a
are
great
mine. What are
answer.
yours?
So, one that came to mind is the botanical gardens, of course. I love the botanical gardens. I love flowers, and I really feel like anyone can appreciate the botanical gardens. It's so fun.
And
It-
with their new renovation, they just renovated everything, and it looks so good.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
It looks so good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I definitely need to go soon and see their new
Yeah,
renovations.
it looks good.
That sounds so fun. I think I mentioned this earlier, but I love the zoo.
Do you have a specific spot that you like to hike? Because I know, like, we live in different areas of St. Louis. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in West County, and she's in South County.
Mhm.
So, like, I never get over to Fenton or, like, Baldwin or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel like I have
Yeah.
any good hiking spots in O'Fallon.
In Baldwin, there is Castlewood Park. That's a really good one. It has some great views. It's pretty shady, so even if it is a warmer day, you could still go. But I will say it's a pretty good workout. So come prepared. Make sure you eat before you go. Bring some water. But it can be a really fun spot to go with friends. People bring their dogs there. It's like a dog-friendly park. And they even have a cute little playground if you have kids and they want to play there. But yeah, I love Castlewood. I think that's a great place to go. What about you? Where would you hike?
So, not St. Louis locally, but I have gone on a few hikes like down south, and in southern Missouri, it's beautiful with all of the bluffs and everything. So I remember one time I actually went to a spring down there. It was freezing cold and it was dead summer, like it was so hot, but the spring was absolutely frigid. Like I dunked down and it was the coldest water I've ever been in. But that was such a good hiking spot. Like you climb up this huge hill and then you go down and you go over, and then there's this like gorgeous spring, and they used to like, what is it called? A water mill or something with like a water wheel.
Yeah.
And they would do that. That's a really good hiking spot. Like on a warmer spring day, or even you don't have to get in the water. You can just like dip your toes in. That's a good spot before all the ticks come out. And then honestly, just anywhere, just like get outside.
Yeah, for sure. I really think that's the key in this spring. Go outside, enjoy God's creation, get some vitamin D. After winter, we all could use some vitamin D.
We need that sunshine.
For sure. We really do. And it's just good for the soul, honestly.
Really is.
If you can, after work, after school, go outside, touch some grass, and maybe take some friends with you too.
Yeah. Beat your friends in pickleball.
Yes, beat your friends in pickleball.
That always is good for the soul.
Mm-hmm. It really is. And with daylight savings, it's brighter out longer, so
you have more time.
Yeah, you can play in the evening. And you have all the time in the world to go outside, so there's no excuse now.
No excuse.
Yeah.
And go on a date.
Yes.
Even if it's just yourself. Take yourself on a spring date.
You can take yourself on a date or ask out your crush. Get some courage
Yeah.
in spring.
Spring flings.
Yeah. And if they say no, then they're missing out.
Thank you guys for joining us on
The Spring Favorites podcast.
Spring Favorites. Bye.
Bye. See you next time.